Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 4 wins and no losses. He stands 169 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 58.7 kilograms. Representing Hero Academy and fighting out of Egypt, please welcome Maysara Mohamed! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 5 wins and 1 loss. He stands 166 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 58.9 kilograms. Representing Samurai Team Academy and fighting out of Iraq, give it up for Issa Salem!
Maysara, slightly younger, 23 years of age, slight height advantage as well. We are set to get underway. Maysara Mohamed in the blue corner, taking on Issa Salem in the red corner.
Maysara taking the center straight away, but eats a big leg kick.
Maysara, just as they were being announced, he was just jumping the athleticism. He was almost, I mean, he's 165 centimeters, yet he almost jumped with his hits to the top of the cage. It's phenomenal power.
Phil, as you referenced, we are seeing that side stance, but the counter to that is known as to kick that calf.
Yes, coming from that southpaw stance as well. That lead leg is wide open. Should Issa try and light it up?
Trying to get a read, trying to get a tell from Maysara Mohamed.
Out for the big body kick from Maysara.
So switched on, you just look into his eyes, Phil. Maysara is absolutely in the moment.
Still have gauge of the distance very quickly in the fight, gentlemen.
Maysara trying to ease that right lead foot to the outside of his opponent's foot. That'll set up the straight, and it will set up a liver kick.
Body a little bit as Maysara.
Circling to the left, Issa Salem doing the right thing away from that power hand. Oh, there's a straight left down the middle, Kirik.
All set up by keeping your lead foot on the outside of your opponent's lead foot. That's what they're jockeying for here. Each fighter wants to be in the outside. That brings his best tools into play.
There's that kick to the outside leg. The lead leg there of Maysara Mohamed. Tentative opening, minute 40 seconds between these two.
Tentative, but Maysara having the more effective strikes thus far.
And for Maysara really has seemed to be to try and chew up the lead leg of his opponent.
And there's the charge. He knew Issa was going to try it, but
winging shots, gentlemen.
Met with fire. Big kick to the body. Now he's got hold of that leg.
And he finished the single. Can he run the pipe on it? Goes up high. Needs to be wary of the neck here.
Oh, has both
Very
legs.
flagrant cage grab there by Maysara.
Salem trying to take that base away.
Balance being shown here by Maysara.
Phenomenal balance and strength.
Maysara is a superior athlete, and he's down!
That's a huge dump takedown.
Wow, I thought that arm might have been in trouble as it came out straight.
Be wary of potential triangle here, but Maysara really needs to turn in, or else Salem's going to find himself in that dominant position of side control.
Salem, and we've already given a nod to his accolades as far as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, claiming that title at just 17 years of age, the national championships in Iraq. Heavy inside control, just slowly trying to maintain position and improve it.
We need to see a little bit more movement here from Maysara. He was essentially flat backing there, but what he needs to do is get onto his far hip and try and work back in for the likes of the half guard of the guard.
Issa Salem wants to be a little more aggressive too. Grappling, you can wait for your opponent to make a mistake.
That's a beautiful transition into the
What a back take!
I'm going to go as far as saying liquid jiu-jitsu there, gentlemen. He just moved with his opponent so beautifully, set the hooks.
He has the hooks deep in, methodically working. And Maysara is probably in the deepest waters of his mixed martial arts career right now. Just trying to stuff the hand down. He may even be trying to stuff that hand down to trap it with his own leg.
Yeah, he fought Mohamed Gamal for 3 hard rounds, got victory in the 3rd round of that, and was in some bad spots, but nothing like this early on when they're still dry as well, Phil.
Just creeping that hand underneath the neck. And whilst it might not be flush underneath the neck, he could be getting the face crank here.
It's a face crank, gentlemen, it is.
And we have seen many a man tap to the pressure of a face crank.
And you look at the level of the grappling he's got. He's not doing huge movements. He's slowly working to improve that position and try and engage that choke.
Not unlike a python with his prey.
Oh, and now that might be under.
Oh, that looks deep. He's trying to fight the top hand.
Issa Salem looking for victory here in his...
Not having any luck.
That's on the chin. Couldn't tell if that was on his bicep either. Now trying to make the adjustment, feeding those fingers.
Oh, but now that's slowly getting a little bit deeper. That looks like it's underneath the chin now, gentlemen. Has it right behind the neck as well. That's beautiful arm placement.
I think it's over.
Oh, is he merely just denying the inevitable?
You can see Maysara trying to find a way to survive, but the grip gets tighter and tighter. Again, he adjusts. Now he's on the side. He may survive this.
You have to give credit to the heart and staying
Wow.
power. He survived it.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he's swapped to the other side. He switched that grip to the other side, but now can he put his palms together?
Has he got enough time?
Wow.
Round ends.
And that was phenomenal. Just survival there from Maysara. It looked deep, Phil.
It looked like he was going out if he didn't tap, but it was underneath the chin. Then switched the grip to another deep rear naked choke. There you see the opening stanzas of the round where it was Maysara kind of leading the dance in the opening stanza. But then as soon as it hit the mat, Brian, jiu-jitsu for days.
Jiu-jitsu for days, and this was the big takedown, Kirik.
Air Iraq now landing on Runway Brave.
Let's look again. That arm came out. I thought that was a possible injury coming down there, but
We don't know, that arm still could be compromised moving into a second round, gentlemen.
It could well be. We often get soft tissue and even joint damage from takedowns. It's not immediately apparent until the following round.
survival was the name of the game at the end of that first round from Maysara. And I said it before, the last fight I watched with him with Mohamed Gamal, he was under a lot of pressure. 2 rounds, he, for me, convincingly lost. And it was the 3rd round, he was still in the fight. No quit in that fight. And again, he proved that at the end of round number 1, gentlemen.
Dangerous game plan to play, try and outlast your opponent.
Psychologically, that may have been just a little difficult for Issa Salem. I believed he had the fight finished. He may well have too. To have his opponent get out can't be a good feeling.
That's a great point there, Kirik, because there is that adrenaline dump if you think you've got that victory.
You pour everything you have into that squeeze.
So we are underway, round number 2. Maysara in the blue corner, Issa Salem in the red.
Maysara again taking the center of the cage.
Massive differences in the 2 worlds. Maysara standing looks so much more dangerous, but on the ground, as he said, jiu-jitsu for days for Issa Salem.
Issa Salem needs to be wary of circling into that power side, that power kick of Maysara. That's a good shot to the liver.
Let's say as well, Salem a little bit labouring in his movement. Some deep breaths.
As you've alluded to, that could be the adrenaline dump of thinking that you had the round finished.
Not to mention the forearms get tight. That squeeze for a long time obviously is tough on the brain, but the brain recovers. The forearms don't always.
Lactic acid is not your friend, and this time he's circling to that power hand. He's got to be careful. Also that high kick from Maysara.
Yeah, there's potential there for a huge left kick if he's not smart.
Look at how fresh Maysara is as well. He looks absolutely phenomenal. To say he was in complete survival mode for the last 1.5 minutes of that first round.
Oh, big left.
Nice work at the body
beautifully.
Mixing it up. Oh, look at that high kick.
Lead a hook kick, absolutely sumptuous.
Low kick likely to follow now.
Oh, he's picking up the
pace.
pace.
He lost him a little bit.
1-2 down the middle. Now Salem looking for the takedown, trying to fight back. He gets caught again, Phil.
Salem shook his head, and in mixed martial arts, we usually know that means, yes, you caught me.
Back sweep, scramble.
But it would be within the interest of Maysara to back off right now. You're having a distinct advantage in the standing. Keep it at standing range. Land your strikes. Don't get taken down. And
there's a smile in the eyes of Maysara. That hook kick was beautiful. Just clipped the chin there. Then the 1-2 wobbled Salem.
And that looked very laboured from Salem.
This will be a tale of 2 sides.
Snapping leg kick.
Maysara doing a beautiful job of going high and low in body, coming in from the outside, left, right, and center. It's absolutely beautiful striking to watch.
When you talk about that striking, Phil, it's the range he keeps, and that's the important thing. You cannot let Salem get that lead leg, pick it up and take him down again, and he's executing that beautifully right now in round number 2.
What he's doing so well with his hands is he's keeping them at a relatively low stance, so they're kind of out of the peripheral vision of his opponents, so they're popping up from strange angles.
Salem just biding his time when he can try and make some sort of contact and get it back down onto the mat, but 3 minutes have gone in round number 2. 2 minutes left.
Issa Salem starting to look a little bit fatigued. He was shaking out the arms there.
That again might be down to the squeeze, that lactic acid going through the biceps, the forearms of Issa Salem in that first round. Oh, and big left hook. Nice movement, that lateral movement going one way then the other, but Salem trying to find the way to push this against the cage.
2 big shots, takedown defended.
High clinch as well here, Kirik.
Phenomenal job by Issa Salem to simultaneously control the inside and
That's
strike.
a huge shot.
Big knee right in front of a shoulder bar. Look at these little shoulder shots.
The frequency and diversity of the shots being landed here, and then a big, heavy sprawl.
Heavy sprawl, and he needs it as well. 1 minute 10 left.
He can disengage and circle off again and get the fight back into the open forum of the center of the cage. Could very much be his for the taking.
And bounces on his feet as if to say, keep it coming.
Standing side on again, maybe looking for another one of those oblique kicks.
Salem will just be asking questions and questions of himself right now. How do I make contact? How do I avoid damage? How did I not finish him? Big hooks coming in. I think we'll have to have an MRI scan on Maysara to see if his carotid artery is actually in his neck.
What Issa Salem wants to do is throw a 1 or a 1-2 in fighting in the exact same thing from his opponent, level change, and get on the hips. He is not winning this fight right now.
How loose does Maysara Mohamed look right now?
Powerful, accurate, and also it's just the vocabulary of strikes he's laying out there. There's no one combination is the same.
Loose fight, accurate, powerful, and happy. That is a happy fighter we're looking at.
Now he's got some swag going back to his corner. Completely different round there, Phil.
Yeah, completely. The night and day, the darkness and the light between the 2 rounds was absolutely crazy. If Maysara keeps the fight at the distance, at the range that he's comfortable with, he will land his strikes, and it feels like it's only a matter of time if he does that before he lands a fight-ending strike. You have to give Issa Salem credit for absorbing quite a few of those strikes, which would have put lesser men on their back.
Without a doubt. And just talk us through some of this, Kirik. Some excellent clinch work.
Looking at the fight overall thus far, I believe each fighter may well be up 1 round. No question whatsoever. Maysara Mohamed won that last round. The first round was a little bit closer, but I do believe they're up 1 round each, 19-19. That means whoever wins this round wins this fight. Takes national pride back home.
Iraq versus Egypt. 5 minutes to decide which flag will fly high inside the Brave cage here at Brave 48. At Arad Fort. Look at the scenery, the setting for this epic battle, and it has been exactly that. Back and forth they go.
Nice little glove touch, showing the sportsmanship that's characteristic of Brave Combat Federation.
Are being the one to put the pressure on his opponent.
About range once again. Can Issa Salem find a way inside those viper-like strikes from Maysara Mohamed? Can Mohamed dictate as he did in round number 2?
When Issa Salem throws punches, he commits to them so hard he's not able to immediately engage in grappling, and it's leaving him in a disadvantage. I think he needs to back off in the power a little bit, loosen up on those shots, and level change and try and get in on the hips, get this fight down to the ground where he's happiest.
Round number 1 in particular, that's final 90 seconds.
And work in the body, and it really is an investment, the work he's done on the body and the legs for this 3rd round, gentlemen.
He sets it up as well. Look at that. He fakes with the jab, then comes over the top. There's always something opening the shot that he wants to land.
Ladies and gentlemen of Brave Nation, it's not always possible to tell through a television screen how hard a blow lands. We are right next to these shots, and they are landing hard.
Working that body.
Absolutely just teeping to that midsection. He looks loose, and as you said, Kirik, happy. Slipping again, using that lateral movement. The clock is against Salem now.
Between that first round and that second round, it's if Maysara's realised what he needs to do, and that's maintain, keep the fight at distance, land his strikes, get his strikes off without being hit, get out of that danger zone of being taken down. And there again, another stamping kick to the leg. I would not want to be trying to walk if I was Issa Salem tomorrow. That's not going to be fun getting out of bed, lads.
I just hope the elevator works in this hotel. Oh, now Salem connecting.
Oh,
but again, the clinch work.
Huge knees in the clinch. Would like to see a little short elbow if possible.
Salem trying to use the cage now to his advantage, but everything is met with.
Loving those little pop elbow punches.
Good work again from Maysara. Instinctive.
Jumping knee. It's almost as if he's hit a bet with his mates. He says, I bet you can't land every possible strike in mixed martial arts.
Striking bingo going on back in Egypt.
Oh, well, many a man has a full house right now.
Oh, looking for the drip. Almost gets it. But again, Maysara, and how...
I'd be standing off right now if I was Maysara. Stand off, back off, invite. You don't want your opponent diving in for a leg, diving in for a heel hook.
We are talking about a national jiu-jitsu champion as well.
Phil, I think Maysara just likes to strike too much to wait. We've got the beginnings of a heel hook.
He's setting this up, the knee.
There's potential for the...
Straight footlock, but
yeah,
now
straight footlock underneath the Achilles there.
Straight ankle lock.
He's trying to readjust that, trying to get the purchase, pull it back inside. But the knee's out. The knee is out. And how frustrating must that be mentally, Kirik? Blood as well coming from the right
A little bit of claret there, yep.
I think huge frustration is what we're seeing here. The choke didn't work. The takedown didn't work. The submission attempt didn't work. The big question now in his mind, in all of our minds, is what's next?
Oh!
Just shy with the spinning heel kick.
And answered!
Yeah, a little smile there. A little wave to the crowd.
Oh, he's having fun in there, isn't he?
Well,
always nice to see someone enjoying their job, gentlemen.
Issa Salem showing he is still 100% in this fight.
Tired though, and again another turning, spinning attack there from Maysara. Loose.
Been it loosey-goosey.
Stepping in, chopping the leg again.
Footwork's reminding me of Bruce Lee versus Chuck Norris in the octagon.
Or me versus Phil on the dance floor.
There is only one winner, Brian Lacey. There can only be one.
In both of your defense, it was St. Patrick's Day.
30 seconds left, gentlemen.
Oh, overhand left coming in. Clock ticking away as Maysara done enough surviving that first round. And then stunning, striking, controlling of the range in rounds 2 and round 3.
That's what I mean. His distance management has been beautiful in the second and third round. He's just evaded marginally the strikes being thrown by Issa Salem.
Anderson Silva-esque as well, backing up against the cage, calling in Salem.
Oh, nice big shot to finish.
Beautiful fight.
Sending the mouthpiece out of Salem's mouth with the final shot. The final insult there, Phil.
Insult to injury is exactly what that was. Mouse shield goes flinging. You hear a Ric Flair-esque woo as he walks away. I think Maysara definitely thinks he's done enough to get this fight in the bag, gentlemen.
Listen, I've been so impressed with this young man, Maysara, and again I'll say it, the way he survived and won the title.
Yeah, especially especially after that first round.
Yes, without a doubt. And it's hard to describe to people just how deep that is, and then you can't fight a choke. It's not like you can shake off a punch. Yeah. If it's in, it's in. But somehow he found a way to survive.
Gentlemen, I thought that fight was over at the end of the first round. I have to send my apologies out to Maysara Mohamed. Kid, I didn't believe in you. I do now, and I will for the rest of your career.
There you go, a ringing endorsement from Kirik Jeunesse. Get that on your
walkout t-shirt.
I was going to say on your Instagram, your Facebook, your Tinder, whatever's going down.
So we are set and wait. So we are sitting, waiting for the judges' scorecards to be counted. What talent we've seen so far. Bout number 3 here. Egypt versus Iraq. We are shining a spotlight on Arabian MMA, and these lads have done it absolutely proud.
Only question in my mind right now is it 30-27 or is it 29-28?
Wait,
One way we're
will
going to
see.
find out. And that's because the Roaring Lion has walked into the cage to give us the official announcement.
All right, Brave Nation, another incredible battle inside the Brave CF48 Arabian Night Cage. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score the bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision out of the blue corner,